Hey everyone, welcome back to Side Hustle Mastery. My name is Charlie, and in this video, we are going to go over how you can build a very successful affiliate marketing website. Now, whenever anyone asks me what a great side hustle is to make some passive or active income, I always tell them affiliate marketing because this is one of those side hustles that you can really scale. And I know people that make hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. So for this course, it's basically going to be a mixture of slides where I teach you guys how to build an affiliate marketing website and how to optimize it, plus a section where I actually take you through Hostinger and build an affiliate marketing website with you. So it's going to be a very comprehensive course, and I do think you guys are going to get a lot out of it. And just some background about myself, so you know that I'm not just some random guy. I've been doing affiliate marketing for a couple of years now, and currently I make around $35,000 per month doing affiliate marketing. Not saying that to brag, just saying it so that you guys know I'm not like a random guy that doesn't really know what he's talking about. And yeah, honestly, this is one of the best ways to make passive income in my opinion. So in this course, we're going to cover a bunch of different things, right? First, we're going to talk about what affiliate marketing is, how much money there is to be made in it. We'll go over examples of affiliate marketing programs. We'll go over what an affiliate marketing website actually is and how you can use it to build or make affiliate marketing commissions. We'll go through some examples of successful affiliate websites, what makes an affiliate website successful, and also what makes an affiliate website not work well, as well as what you'll need to get started today. Then I'm going to take you guys through Hostinger, which is a really great web hosting platform, and I'll build an affiliate marketing website with you guys and show you step by step how to do it. Then I'll go through the steps on how to optimize your website, right? It's not just building it, you need to optimize it to get the best conversions. And we'll go through a bunch of these things. We'll go through plugins, so Elementor, YOAST SEO, as well as some other ones. We'll talk about XML Sitemaps. We'll talk about how you can boost the speed of your websites, the ethics of affiliate marketing and how to do it right, as well as different ways to promote affiliate products on your website. And of course, we'll end with the actionable steps you can take right now to get started. First of all, how much money is there to be made in affiliate marketing? So according to ZipRecruiter, on average, affiliate marketers make about $154,700 per year. So you can see that right there. And unlike your normal 9-to-5 job, there really is no cap to the amount of money that you can make. That's why I think this is such a great side hustle. And this is such a great business model that everyone should be a part of. And really the goal is to build a large following or an audience, use that audience. And the way you do that is by creating valuable content. And then once you build that audience or those eyeballs, that's when you can really start making a lot of money with affiliate marketing. So let's go over a definition of what affiliate marketing is. So it's a form of marketing where you're earning money every time you publicize another company's products or services. And when someone clicks on your link and they actually buy that product or service, you are going to get a small portion of the sale. So really it's a win-win for everyone. You get paid for creating good content and driving that sale, and the company also gets paid, right? Because the person is buying the product or service. So for example, there are tons of YouTubers, I'm sure you guys have seen this, that are Amazon associates. So basically they're going to post links to these products that they're using, for example, like a camera or a microphone. And then when a viewer clicks on that link and purchases the product, then that YouTuber is going to earn commission. It doesn't have to be just YouTube. You can do this with any type of medium. So you can have a blog, you can have a website, you can use other types of social media like TikTok. Really, there is an unlimited number of ways you can do affiliate marketing, and not one way is always the best or the most correct. So here's some examples of some of the most popular affiliate marketing programs. You can see Amazon Associates is on this list. You have CJ, which is Commission Junction. They are basically a network where you can join a bunch of different affiliate programs. There's Share a Sale, there's Partner Stack, there's Shopify Partners, ClickBank, and so many more. For example, let me take you guys through Impact Radius, which is one of those affiliate networks that I use a lot. So I'm here in my dashboard, and you can see over here on the left, this is going to be sort of where you can separate all these different affiliate programs by the category, right? So I'm really big on, let's say, education. So if I click on that, I can see all the different companies that are on Impact Radius. And you can basically look through these and think to yourself, which one of these programs I can use, or which one of these programs I can successfully put or make content about, and then place that affiliate link in that content, right? So let me look through here and see if there's anything I recognize. I don't see anything I really recognize, but Let me just click on this one. Okay, so Codeverse. So if you click on that, it's going to show you the details about this affiliate program. So you can see you're going to get paid $1 for an account creation with a cookie of 30 days. So that means that if they click on your link and 29 days later they sign up, then you're still going to be credited that $1. And then also if they do a 7-day free trial, that means you're going to get $15 with that same 30-day cookie. Now, based on this website, you can see that the 30-day earnings per click is $13.33, which means that on average for every click people are getting, they are making $13.33, which is actually very, very good. Unfortunately, this one has a low acceptance rate of 10%, so you will have to see that. But as long as you have a legit platform, then getting accepted should not be too hard on many of these affiliate programs. I think I just sort of picked a bad one to show you guys, but yeah, there are tons of different ones. Let's go look through this. Okay, so I clicked on internet services and I'm actually a part of Namecheap. So if I click on this, it's going to say, so since I'm already part of it, it's not going to say apply, right? But for this one, for every online sale, you're getting $5 to $20 or 20 to 50% of the sale. And you can see just how many different companies there are on here. So that is really cool. And yeah, it just makes it a lot easier to find companies that you can work with for your affiliate marketing business. So now let's talk about what's an affiliate marketing website, right? There are tons of different ways to do affiliate marketing, but in my opinion, one of the best ones for sure is doing an affiliate marketing website. And an affiliate marketing website is a website that offers valuable content and sustains itself through affiliate marketing. So you've probably seen a lot of these websites out there, and you probably don't even think that they are affiliate marketing websites when they actually are. So a really great example is going to be NerdWallet. I don't know if you guys have been to that website before, but they basically review a ton of different financial products like credit cards, loans, mortgages, and more. And the way that they are generating income is actually through affiliate marketing, right? So whenever someone signs up for a credit card or pays for something or purchases anything on their website, they are going through an affiliate link, which is connected to their the NerdWallet company, and they are receiving some type of commission for that. So in fact, let me just show you guys NerdWallet so you can see what one of the most successful affiliate marketing websites looks like. Now, your website that you create does not need to look like this. This is a company worth millions and millions of dollars, and they have a huge team. They've been working on this for a long time. So just know that you don't need to make something this intense. You can still make a lot of money making your own smaller website. So if I click here on credit cards, right, it's going to take me to this section about credit cards. And basically this website is creating a ton of value about different credit cards to get. And if you go through here and read the reviews, for example, let's say we are interested in the Discover It credit card. So I'm going to click on this. This is the value that they are providing. They are basically giving us a free review of this credit card. You have the rating, you have some quick facts about the card, pros and cons, and then a full review basically talking about all the perks that this credit card comes with. This is the most important part about your affiliate marketing website. It's the content. And that just, you just need to really make good content. And when people find your content helpful, then they're going to click apply now on your website. So if I do click apply now right here and I go through it and get the card, then NerdWallet is going to get some type of commission. And that's really how this website is monetized. There are so many other successful affiliate marketing websites out there. So this is just a little graphic of some of the biggest ones. The Points Guy is one that I've been watching his content for a long time. He has a really great website as well as a YouTube channel. So I'm sure he is making bank with his affiliates. Yeah, like I said, you don't need to be at this high level to make a lot of money with affiliate marketing. You can have a small website, you can have a small YouTube channel, small social media accounts, and still make a lot of money. So let's talk about what the traits are of a successful affiliate marketing website. First of all, you need to have a focused niche with high demand. You don't want your website to be too broad or too specific, right? So NerdWallet is a perfect example of one that is, in my opinion, really good. So they never really venture into like best cars or stuff like that. They mainly stick with financial products, and that's what they are known for. So really choose a niche that you are very passionate about, because you're going to have to create a lot of content. This isn't like I'm going to start making money in 1 to 2 weeks sort of thing. This is more of I'm going to start making money in, let's say, 3 to 6 to 12 months. And also, you need to be knowledgeable in that area. If you're not, it's just going to be a little bit hard to create content. But even if you do want to create a website about something you aren't that knowledgeable in, you can just learn as you go, or you can hire people to create that content for you. Another trait of successful affiliate websites is you need to have valuable content, like I mentioned before. Your content needs to be extremely useful, it has to be honest, and it has to be very thorough, right? Everything you post must be very good. Not everything you post needs to be completely original. I'm not saying that you should plagiarize, because you definitely should not, but you can get inspired by other people's content. You can, read their reviews, take tidbits of each of those, and sort of repackage them into your own website. And just know that you don't need to reinvent the wheel. You just need to make really great content that can get ranked, and then that's where you see success with affiliate marketing. And really, consistency is so important, right? If you're not consistent with your content, then you will never make enough content where your website gains traction, and then that's just going to result in a failure. So yeah, you really will need to consistently post good content, and I do recommend posting at least 2 to 3 times per week. Now, since a website is quite hard to actually promote, that's where you need to rely on social media to promote your website. So you'll want to publicize it on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, TikTok, Twitter. There are a bunch of other social media platforms that you can use as well. And you can also create social media accounts for your websites, and that's another channel or way for people to find your website. So what are you going to need to get started? First, you're going to need a high demand idea, right? This is going to be your niche that you're going to build your website on. And like I said, it needs to be something you're passionate about and knowledgeable about. Second, you're going to need a hosting service for your website. I'll be taking you guys through using Hostinger to create a website. Number 3, you're going to need a catchy and memorable domain name. 4, we'll use WordPress to actually build the website, and there are tons of different plugins that we will use to optimize the site. Number 5, a simplistic layout or theme for your website, and these are actually going to be included in your Hostinger subscription. 6, you'll have a post schedule to actually hold you accountable and keep you organized and consistent with your content. 7, that's when you're going to actually go out and find those affiliate programs, sign up for them, and get approved. And 8, connect to your social media to publicize your website. So in this section now, I'm going to take you through Hostinger, which is a platform I really recommend. They are one of the best website builders out there, and they are, I think one of the cheapest ones also. So if you want to follow along and sort of make your website today, then I will put a link to Hostinger in the description below. If you guys use that link and then use my coupon code Charlie, it's going to save you even more money, and you'll also be supporting the channel. So thank you so much in advance for doing that. So here I am on the Hostinger main website. If you come here and click Start Now, it's going to take you to the checkout page. And basically you can see that there are 3 main packages for their shared hosting plans, right? You have the single shared hosting plan, which allows you to make one website and gives you 30 gigabytes of SSD storage. You also have the premium shared hosting plan, which gives you the ability to create up to 100 websites and 100 gigabytes of SSD storage. And you have your business shared hosting, which is a little bit more, has some of the same perks as the premium shared hosting, but there are a ton of other different things. So I think for most of you guys, one of these 2 should be good enough. Now I'm going to choose this one because if I'm paying for hosting, I want to be able to make more than one website. So I'm going to click this. It's going to take me to the checkout page, and you can see that with Hostinger, you can choose how long of a package you want to get. Now, the longer you choose, the more you're going to save. And once you start getting to 48 months, right, you're basically saving a ton of money, and it only comes out to $259 per month, and that's without even using my coupon code. So if you guys come down here, I'm going to go here and click or enter in Charlie. So if you guys use the code Charlie and press the plus button right there, it's going to give you an even bigger discount. So for me, I'm just going to go with this 48-month one right here. It's going to have you create your account. So you'll enter in your email, and you can also use Facebook or Google. Then you can select your payment type and enter in your payment details right here, and then click submit secure payments. So I'm here in my Hostinger dashboard, and the first thing you're going to do is you're probably going to want to claim your free domain. So the package I selected, it actually comes with a free domain. So I'm going to click claim domain right here. And let's see. So let's say I want to make something about web design, right? I'm just going to think of something off the top of my head. Web design reviews 101. All right, let's see if that is available. Great, so that is available. So now we have our domain, and anytime you guys make a website, you're going to want to have a domain. And that's one reason I really like Hostinger. Most of the packages that they have come with a free domain, and that's just a really nice bonus. So I'm gonna click that and then click start registration. It's going to have me enter in a bunch of different stuff, so I'll go ahead and do that. So after submitting that, it's going to say that your contact information is under review, and then they're going to go ahead and process that, and we are going to click continue. So when you sign up for Hostinger, it's going to take you through a bunch of different steps, and you're going to be asked to select a platform. Now, one way you can do it is you can build your website using Xero or Zero. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, and it's free with my plan. Or you can use WordPress, and that's the one that I'm going to focus on in this tutorial because I've done it before, and it's just a really great and powerful website hosting platform. So I'll click select here, and I'm going to create a WordPress account here. So cool. After that, it's going to ask us to select a template, and I'm going to click here and show more templates. They have a ton of different great ones that we can use. And since we're making a blog, I'm just going to go ahead and select this one for now. Now you can always change which template you guys use. So don't feel like you're choosing the design of your website and not able to change it later on, because you can. Then I'm going to select my domain that I've already created right here. And we're going to finish setup. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to want to change the current website location. I'm in the United States, so I'm going to click North America, USA right there, and bam, let's finish setup. Cool, so now the website is ready, and we can actually go to the WordPress dashboard, which is where we are going to be able to customize and design our website. Cool, so now I'm in the dashboard for WordPress, and if you guys come up here, you'll see that the way you access your WordPress dashboard, I know this can be pretty confusing for a lot of people, is you enter in your domain. So for mine, it's going to be webdesignreviews101.com, and then you're going to add /wp-admin. And once you do that, it's just going to take you to this, and you're going to have to log in, and then you'll see this exact site. So if I take out the WP admin, it's going to show me what my website looks like right now. And you'll see that it's just basically the template that I selected. So obviously we're not doing a childcare blog, but that's what this template is called. And yeah, it looks really good, you guys. So I don't think I need to do much tweaking to this template because it looks really professional, and it's something that I would feel comfortable using for my own blog. So like I said, we're gonna go to the dashboard. So I'm gonna type in WP admin. And I'm already logged in, so it's going to take me here. You guys can clean up this dashboard if you want. Some of the stuff can be a little bit annoying, but I'm just going to leave it like this. And for designing your website, the thing I'm going to suggest you guys to use is Elementor. And this is basically a drag and drop website building platform that just makes it really easy for you to build your website. So if you guys go over here to the left side of your WordPress dashboard, we're actually going to go to pages here and click on that. And these are going to be our current pages that are made for our website, right? So you have our home page, and you also have your blog that's created so far. We have a contact page. And if you do want to create any other new pages, you guys can come up here and click add new. For now, I'm going to show you guys how to sort of edit your home page using Elementor. So you're going to come down here, and you're going to click edit with Elementor. This is going to bring up the Elementor platform, and you'll see just how awesome it is to drag and drop and create your home page. Now, I'm not going to do every little thing and change everything because I think that's just going to take too much time, but you guys can come here and you can see just how simple it is to use, right? So if I want to change this text, I can go ahead and do that. So I can change it to web design. I can change this text if I want. I can change the buttons that are here, and I can also add where they're going to link to. So I can either link them to a website, or I can link them to another section on this page. Here we can edit all of these little logos if we want. You can go here, come here, and then choose image. And then if any of these sections, like you don't want them, then we can come here and delete it. So let's say we don't want this section. So I'm going to click X right here, and it's going to delete that section. So since this is going to be an affiliate marketing website, right, our main thing is going to be our featured articles. So this is one of those ones that I'm going to really emphasize, and that's why I'm going to have it right under the main banner image. Let's say we want to add another section under this. We're going to come here and click the plus button, and then that's where we're going to actually be allowed to create something. So we can click that plus button, then we can select our structure. Let's say we just want to do this, and here we can come over here to this, and we can basically drag and drop whatever we want. So let's say we want to put a video or something, right? I can click on that, and I'm going to drag that into this section, and then that's where I can actually put a video. And if I come here, we can select the link to it. So right now there is a YouTube video, and yeah, that's just a great way to put a video if you want one. Not saying you guys need to do one, but lots of different options. Like I said, come up here to this, and all these things you can add. If you want to add any of these things here, you will need to upgrade to the Pro Elementor subscription. It's very affordable too. But I think for most of you guys, you will be able to get by with just the free one. So once I'm done updating this site, I'm going to click update here, and it's going to save it and publish it. Once you're done making any changes to here, you guys can come down here to preview changes, and it's going to show you a live preview of your website. So you can see we have this video here that we added. Everything else I just left the same, and you guys can play around with that whenever you are building your website. So going back to Elementor, I'm going to click this, and I'm going to exit back to my dashboard. Now we're back on the Pages tab, and for your affiliate marketing website, right, the main thing you guys are going to be doing is creating articles. So that's where we add a new page. So I'm going to click Add New. And yeah, let's say we're trying to make a review about Canva Pro. So I'm going to put the title here, Canva Pro Review. And I've actually created a Google Doc with a fake review just so that I can show you guys. So I'm going to come here, new page, bam. And I'm not going to do this right now, but you can see down here is our settings, and I can tweak all these things if I want, right? Like I can change the page title here. I can change the meta description. So the meta description is the little snippet of content that people see on search engines, right? They'll see your page title, and then they will see your meta description. And if you guys don't put anything here, it's just going to take some random part of your article and stick that as the description. Now I'm going to come here to edit with Elementor, and we're going to build this site using that platform. So this is what that page looks like. And basically I'm just going to start building this, this blog post, right? So I'm going to first select heading. So for the title here, I'm just going to enter in Canva Pro Review. And what was it called again? Best graphics designer for beginners. Cool, so that is our page title. And then I'm gonna come here. So this is what I recommend doing, you guys. Have a Google Doc where you write these articles. This is the most important part about your website because you need good content. Like I mentioned before on the slides, if you don't have original and well thought out content that gives your readers good value, then it's not going to perform well. People aren't going to stick on your page, read through it, and actually use your link. They're going to go back to Google, find a different website, and then use that as their resource for the review. So let's say I've gone ahead and created this really great review about Canva Pro. I've given them a ton of value and a good conclusion about the program, whether or not it's good or not. And yeah, once you have this, then it's pretty easy for you to just copy and paste this to your website. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to go here, back up here, and I'm going to add a text section. So I'm going to do that. Here I can copy and paste my article. I have a picture here, so if I come here, back up here, and I go to image, I'll be able to upload an image. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Drag that right here. Choose image. I'm going to select the files from my computer. So these are the files that I have here. I'm just going to put this screenshot right there. Bam. It's going to upload it. And once that's done uploading, I'm going to insert media. Cool. So insert media. Bam. I'm going to add another little section here. Come over here and add more text. And copy and paste. So yeah, once you guys write your article, the hard work is done. You'll basically just want to come here and copy and paste that text onto your website. And I could keep going. I'll just do one more section, or sorry, one more image. So let's add another one. If you do want to have 2 columns, you can choose this one, 3 columns, 4 columns. Any of these, you can be lopsided if you want. So one column is thinner than the other, but I'm just going to choose this for now. And come here, I'm going to do image again. And I'll select the image. So what I should have done, you guys, is when I upload the files, I should have just uploaded all the screenshots that I'm using, or the media. So now it's going to upload these 3 images, so I don't need to go back and upload files every single time, right? So once these are done uploading, I'm going to select one of them. This one, come on, come on. All right, so this one's ready. I'm going to come here and insert media. And yeah, you guys sort of get the gist. Build your website or build this page using Elementor. It looks really great. You guys can add titles if you want. So if I want to put a heading, let's say I want to do that here. Right, like pros and cons. I'd actually probably make this a little bit smaller. So I'm going to change this to an H3. And yeah, that's basically how you build your website and how you build your different blog posts. Now, I recommend when you get to this step, there are tons and tons of other tutorials that you can watch if you want a lot more detail on how to build your page. But for this course, I think that's enough detail for now. And yeah, just sort of wanted to show you guys how to build one using Hostinger. And yeah, so before I close out, I'm going to click publish. It's going to publish that for me. I can click have a look, so I can take a look. And this is basically what it looks like, right? Obviously, you're going to change your logo. You're going to change your navigation bar up here. You're going to maybe add a different button with a different link here. You're going to change your footer over here. You can take this out or put something else in it. You guys can change the stuff down here. There's a lot of stuff you guys can play with. But just know that use Elementor, and it's a really simple drag and drop way to make your website without having to know how to code. So before you finalize your site, I want to make sure that you guys activate your SSL certificate. This is really important. So I'm going to come here. This is my main Hostinger dashboard. I'll click setup. I'll select the website. So it's that one, and install SSL. Cool. So now it's saying that since my domain is still being activated, once that's done, it's going to automatically install SSL for me. So that's a really great benefit of Hostinger, is that free SSL encryption. And yeah, highly recommend Hostinger. If you guys do want to use the link below and use the code Charlie, you are going to get the best deal. Very affordable to start an affiliate marketing website, and that's one of the reasons why I think affiliate marketing is amazing. So now let's talk about some of the things that you can do to optimize your website now that we've built it. First is when you're selecting your domain, you guys, optimally you'll want to select a .com domain. This is the perfect balance between trustworthy and casual. It's what most of the popular websites are going to use. And yeah, I just would not recommend choosing something like .net or .org or .gov. It might take you a little bit of while to think of some business name or blog name that is where the domain's still available, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. Some alternatives are like .io or .co. These can actually be okay as long as it makes sense for your website. And like I showed you guys, you definitely want to have an SSL set up for your website. So this is basically going to secure the online data of your visitors and customers. It's going to make your visitors feel a lot more comfortable visiting your website because they'll see that little lockbox at the top. And yeah, make sure it's one of the first steps you do because I think it's super important. And if you guys don't do this, then you are missing out on one of the free benefits of using Hostinger. Now let's talk about some of the WordPress plugins that you guys can use. And when I did my screen share of building the website, I actually didn't go this in depth with it. But just know that you guys can add these plugins to WordPress and it's going to really optimize your site. Definitely don't have too many of them, as the more you have, the more it's going to bog down your website and make it slow. But there are definitely some ones that you should have. And Elementor, that's the one I showed you guys to build your website using their drag and drop interface. YOAST SEO, Jetpack, and Pretty Links are a few other ones that I highly recommend, and we will go into more detail right now. So Elementor, I'm not going to go through this slide for too long since I already showed you guys how to use it, but it's basically a great way to design and edit your websites. It's drag and drop, so you don't need to know how to code. And yeah, it's free. And if you do want to unlock all the features, then there is a pro version of it. So you guys can get that if you want. YOAST SEO is an automated SEO tool. So since we are building an affiliate marketing website, your SEO is extremely important because that's going to affect how well your website or your posts are ranking in Google search. SEO stands for search engine optimization. And basically what this plugin does is it allows you to optimize the pages of your website around a specific keyword. So I won't take you guys through exactly how to do this, but you guys can look up a tutorial later on if you do want to do this. This is one of the steps that I would work on later on once you start building your website. And it is completely free, and I do recommend it because, like I said, affiliate marketing, the way you guys get traffic is by ranking in Google search. So if you aren't able to rank for any of these keywords, then it's very hard for people to find your website. Jetpack is another very helpful multi-purpose plugin that you guys can get. It's basically like a Swiss Army knife, right? It comes with a ton of different features. So some of the features it includes is you can look at your site stats, downtime monitoring, protection from any brute force attacks, as well as automated social sharing. So all these are pretty helpful for you guys. And the next one we're going to look at is Pretty Links, which is very, very important if you are working with a lot of affiliate links. And one thing you will notice is that once you build these affiliate links with a ton of these companies, some of them are going to be extremely long. It's going to be like, let's say, canva.com/ like a bunch of different letters that are super random, or it's going to have your name in it, something like that, right? It's just not going to be very pretty. So Pretty Links is going to help you condense the long affiliate links into shorter and prettier ones. You don't have to do this, but sometimes when people hover over your link and they see some weird link that it's taking them to, then they are going to be deterred from clicking on it. In those cases, it might make sense to make those links a little bit better looking. Just know that for some affiliate programs, for example, Amazon, they are going to prohibit you from doing this. So make sure to check with the affiliate program to see if it is allowed. So let's talk about XML sitemaps, right? So these basically provide search engines with the organization of the pages on your website. This isn't something you have to do manually, but it is something you can do if you really want to optimize it. I'd say this is like a more advanced strategy because WordPress is going to do it automatically for you, so you don't have to do this. But you can download a WordPress plugin called Google XML Sitemaps, and that is going to create a special sitemap for your website and potentially optimize it so that it's better indexed for Google, Yahoo, and other search engines. So now there are some ways that you can boost the speed of your website. This is a great way to optimize your site, because if you have a website that is way too slow, then a lot of your viewers aren't going to wait for the page to load and they're just going to click out. And that's the last thing we want. That actually hurts your ranking in Google search, because if they are like, hey, people are clicking on this link and they are exiting immediately, then it must not be a good resource. So yeah, here's some things that you guys can do to boost the speed of your site. First is to compress the size of your images. So instead of uploading huge images that don't necessarily need to be that big, you can compress them. And there's a plugin called Smush that does this directly in WordPress, or you can use a website like tinypng.com. There's another WordPress plugin called W3 Total Cache, and that's going to help you minimize any codes or scripts to make them a little bit simpler to load faster. There's lazy load. So this is basically when images and content load as the user scrolls down instead of loading automatically when the user enters the page. That means that there's less to load when they first get to the page, and it's only going to load that if they actually scroll down. And to do that, you can use a plugin called Lazy Load by WP Rocket. And if you do want to optimize your WordPress database, you can use a plugin called WP Optimize. Not going to talk about that too much now here, but just know that that is an option. Now let's talk about the ethics of affiliate marketing, because this is, I think, something that a lot of people don't talk about. And just like any other business model, you can be unethical with your content, right? So with our affiliate marketing, we want to be ethical, and we want to promote reasonable and trustworthy products. I'd recommend looking into the company's history before deciding to work with them. You want to make sure that they are reliable, that they'll actually pay you, and that their product or service is actually good. And if you're just, advertising all these shady products and companies on your website, people are going to lose trust in your website, and it's just not going to end up well for you. And let's talk about some ways to promote your affiliate links on your website. These are probably the smartest ways to naturally do affiliate marketing that lead to good conversions, right? So the first is reviewing products. That is just the content. So like I showed you guys, I did that fake review about Canva Pro. I went through the pros and cons. I gave or if I were actually writing it, I'd talk about like what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, how to use it, all that stuff. And basically you can do this with anything, right? It can be any type of service. It can be any type of product. As long as there is a website or something that you can link to that product, then that's going to work. Besides these reviews, which is going to be the bread and butter, this is where you are, I think, mostly going to get all of your conversions. You can also use your website's social media to publicize that product or service. So we've talked about doing affiliate marketing with just your website, but there are tons of other ways to do affiliate marketing that don't involve just a website. I know this course is called How to Create an Affiliate Marketing Website, but you can also do things like a podcast, you can have a YouTube channel, you can have a TikTok account. Really, the possibilities are endless. The main takeaway I want you guys to have is when you are doing affiliate marketing, the content is king. You need to have great content that gives your viewers or audience some type of value. And when you give them that free value through your content, that is when they're going to use the links on your website and purchase the product. And when they do that, that's when you are going to get your commission. Another very important tip is you do not want to just throw out all these links, these affiliate links on all of your websites or social media accounts. That's just not going to work. In order for you to put an affiliate link on a piece of content or like an article, it needs to relate to that article or content. For example, if I'm making a page about, the best investment apps, then that's going to make sense for me to put affiliate links for Robinhood, Webull, Wealthfront, M1 Finance, all those different platforms. If I were to put an affiliate link to Amazon Associates for, let's say, like a mattress, that's not going to convert well at all, because that literally has nothing to do with investing. So really keep that in mind when you are trying to figure out how you can write content and what types of links you should put in that specific piece of content. Like I said earlier, you will have to invest a lot of time in order to get your affiliate marketing website set up, running, and then start ranking for search. It's not something that you can just set up today and start making money. I don't want to give you guys that expectation, but I do want to give you guys the encouragement that affiliate marketing is one of the best side hustles to do. And if you're watching this, it means you are driven. It means that you have the opportunity to do so by going through this video and starting your website today. And yeah, so let's go through some of the actionable steps that you guys can take right now. Like I showed you guys in this video, I went through Hostinger, which is a great platform to make an affiliate website. So I will put that link below. And if you guys want to start your affiliate marketing journey today, you guys can use that link, use the coupon code Charlie to save even more, and purchase your Hostinger web hosting service. After that, I'd recommend getting familiar with WordPress or using Xero, which is the built-in website builder for Hostinger. Play around with either of those platforms and start looking at other successful affiliate websites. Like I mentioned before, look at what types of content they make, get inspired by that, and then start building content for your own website. As you figure out what niche you want to be in, that's when you can start looking for affiliate programs to work with. And like I said, you definitely want to work with reliable and trustworthy products and services. Start making your content, start creating valuable content. This is probably what is going to take up the most time, is making that good quality content. And then after that, after you've created the pages, you've created your website, that's when you're going to want to start optimizing your website. You're going to want to start working on things to get your website or pages search ranked. And then you're just going to have to be really consistent with that. You're going to make mistakes. It might take a while for you to gain traction, but just know that if you're consistent with it and you do it correctly, one day your website is going to generate that first affiliate marketing commission, and you're going to be super stoked and you're just going to be hooked. So anyways, I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this video. I know it was super long, so if you did stick with me until the end, then props to you. Seriously, I'll say it one more time. Affiliate marketing is where it's at. It's one of those side hustles that everyone should do, no matter your skills or your current job or anything like that. If you do want to make money, then this is one of the best types of businesses to start. Anyways, thank you so much for your time. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel to see more videos just like this. Have a great time building your website, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.